Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be, I think, doing some houseplant trades, ? So I thought I would bring you along with me and show you what I'm gonna be doing. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Maybe you've been binge watching my videos and you just forgot to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the community. I also have YouTube memberships, which you can check out at the link in the description. I'll go get dressed and then I'll show you what we're gonna be trading for. I'm really excited. So here's the sitch. I'm currently working on a trade with a gal and we've been working on this trade for a minute. I'll go over that one with you in a second, but I'll show you what I am for sure trading. One girl, I am trading these two Micans strands. I'm trading her this strand, in exchange for Hoya Crimson Princess, which I love. And hers looks really funky, so I'm really excited to see that. And then another girl, I have to take the cuttings still. Oh, let's just do that right now. We can do that together. Also, just remember, I do have like this weird face rash right now. Yeah, let's take these cuttings real fast together. 4 stems of 3 to 4 leaves. So here's the first one I just took. How heckin' cute is that? Iconic. And I'm trading this girl for a Pilea peperomioides. I have an absolute excess of Micans. Like, I just took 50 props and most of them are already hatching. Yes, my plants hatch. I really want a Pilea peperomioides, but I'm trying to not spend money. So Raven's being wild. I am very excited. I'm so excited. I've been wanting, it's like a whole plant, you guys. Oh, look at this one. This cutting. I think that might be my favorite leaf ever. Going to a good home, baby. Small price to pay for Pilea peperomioides. Okay, I'm doing this bundle of Micans for the Pilea peperomioides plant. And this one I'm doing for a Crimson Princess. And let me tell you about this super exciting trade. So I am trading. So this has been on my wish list. I'm trading for this pot of gold. So this is the plant. I'm getting it rooted, because these are horrible to root. Literally, like, I've never successfully rooted a macrophylla anything. So I'm trading for that perfect pot of freaking gold. And in return, I am taking a 2-leaf Burlmark's Fantasy cutting plus a 1-leaf Hederaceum variegata that's very pregnant and very pretty. So I'll show you. And then if you guys want tips on how to do trades or even like put yourself out there for them, I can talk about it at the end of this video. Here is the Hederaceum I'm gonna cut and then we'll do that. I'm so excited! I woke up today and I was like, man, I really wanna go plant shopping, but I really don't wanna spend money. I'm gonna be trading her this leaf. I'm excited, and this one's already got a little bit of an aerial crown, so she'll be able to root that one really easily. I'll put it in perlite for her, I think. And then we have these 2 leaves. So these top 2 leaves right here, I'm gonna be giving her, and it's pregnant, so it's gonna be putting out a 3rd sometime soon. I can use my new shears. I'd say that's sharp enough, Captain. Is that wild? Did I just do something wild? We'll just blame it on the prednisone. Here is the little guy. This is so exciting. I love this. This is fun. Maybe I'll just trade forever from now on. You know what? She loves me. I can see it. Okay, here is our little trade that we are taking. 2 of my favorite plants. I can't wait though for this pot of gold, y'all. It's even rooted. Okay, you guys, so I am back home with my trade of my Hoya macrophylla pot of gold. It is fully rooted. I am so excited. I'll pot this up for you guys in a second, but I want to show you the other trade that I actually got done today. The Pilea peperomioides that is sitting downstairs. Why are you being so cute? Look at that. Excuse me? Like, excuse me, dude. How do I own this? Oh my god. I wanted to show you guys. This is the Pilea I traded for today, and it came in this super heavy ceramic pot. Like, this thing weighs like probably 10 pounds. It's so heavy, like, but look at it. I finally got one. It's just so pretty. So I'm at Heck and Natalie's house. We're doing a fun little trade because a while ago I sold her this ace and Natalie's had it for like a long time. A really long time, yeah. But it's not doing so good. And she saw that I was doing trades today. So she's like, hey, you want to trade this for a couple plants? And I was like, hell yeah, I do. I actually really wanted this back. I really regretted selling this, but I'm really excited to have this back because I I mean, these are so expensive to get now. I'm excited because I'll show you guys what I'm gonna give Natalie when we get back to my house. I'm so excited to have this guy back. He's like the one regret I had with selling. We'll see you when we get home. I think I have some other trades happening later this week. I'm talking to this girl right now about, like, the same girl I traded earlier about another trade. So yeah, that's it for now though. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. Okay, so this trade has been in the works for a while. Ah! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. I hope you will fawn over as much as I do. I'm just picking out the rest of the polyfill, begonia raja, and Hoya serpens, dude. Look, okay, this is the girl that if you watched my live stream the other day, actually, where I was boxing up plants, you saw that I packaged up an Illagiorum, and a fungi, and I sent those her way. And here's our little serpens. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Here's our little Hoya serpens, and you can see he do be rooting. I am excited. He might be throwing hands. I can't tell, but he's definitely growing a stem. So we originally organized this trade a while ago, like back in February, before there was ever any coldness. Remember all the coldness? Well, it's gone now. So we finally did the trade, and look at this. So this was originally one leaf of begonia raja, and this is how much it's grown in the last 2 months. While she was waiting to send it to me, she sent me her wrong zip code. I was able to figure it out, and I got it right because she was worried that maybe I didn't get to send out the plant that day. She sent me some extra cuttings last second. She sent me, oh, you guys are gonna die. She sent me Hoya rosita, which is a Hoya I have never even seen in real life before. I don't know what the hybrid is for this. This is a very healthy Hoya. Like, this thing is tough, very hard almost. That is way too nice of you. Thank you. And she sent me one of my favorite Hoya. This is Hoya sipitangensis. I know, the girl's making a comeback on our channel. Here are what the leaves look like. They don't look super pretty unless you sun stress them, and then they look like that, but even better half of the time. I'm very excited about this. Welcome to day two. Welcome to day 2 of houseplant trades. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know my eyes are super duper red because of the prednisone that I'm on, making my eyes super light sensitive, so my eyes just keep like tearing constantly. So that's why there's no eyeliner today. But I want to show you the trade that we're doing today. And then also I won a free plant in one of our local plant groups, so we're gonna go pick that one up as well. So this is just like, hey, let's go plant shopping and not spend any money. We are trading these 2 plants. So this is my Paradiso Verde. I got this at an import sponsorship last summer. It's massive. And then I'm also trading my Philodendron Dark Lord, but we're trading it, and I'll show you what we're trading it for in a second. But I just wanted to let you know if this is what I'm trading. What do you guys think I'm getting? Question mark. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. And I have another trade that I'm doing this evening as well. Do you see my dress? Isn't it cute? I love this dress. Here she is. It might not look like a lot to you guys, and I can understand that because it's like such a small plant, but this is Hoya acuta variegata. Freaking love this plant. I've wanted one for so long, but they're so expensive just to even get a cutting of. So I decided to trade away 2 plants that I'm just not so in love with anymore. Like both of the Dark Lord and the Paradiso Verde. I haven't been in love with either of those in quite a minute. So I'm really excited I could trade those away. Plus they're so big, and I don't really love big plants. I really like small plants. Excited to be able to have this guy because he's so freaking cute, and he's just like the perfect size. Look at that! Are you even freaking kidding me right now? Look at how beautiful this Hoya is. Oh my god, I freaking love it. That was that trade, and now we will go pick up our free heckin' plant that we won, and I'll show you guys which one that is when we get there. Okay, y'all, so we're having a situation. Basically, it looks like there's gonna be one more trade that we're doing. I'm not sure yet if it's gonna go through, but a girl can dream, am I right? Basically, I think I'm gonna be able to trade for a shake, strawberry shake, and I think I'm gonna trade the rest of the stem. Okay, I sent the message. We're currently waiting for a response. It's rooted, so I have to unroot it so she'd get like the whole thing. I'm just anxious. You are so little. She's like, why did she bring this in?
You are so cute.
I'm really stressed. Like my heart is racing a million miles a minute. I'm so stressed. So I wanna update you guys. I think that we're both not feeling so excited about the trade. Natalie's here, by the way.
Hello.
I just said that because of the shake, she's wanting to trade me because the one that I want, she doesn't want to trade for what I have. You have to like the plant. It's not just about like the brand name, if that makes any sense. I said it feels like we're forcing the trade. I'm wanting this to be like a video where I talk to you guys about trades and like, you know, how they work, and they don't always work out. You can't always find a solution. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and you never ever, if you're feeling a little remorse about it or anxiety about it before it even happens, it's just not a good situation for you and you're gonna regret it in the long run anyways. So it's better just to make sure that you're only doing these big level trades, right? Where I'm considering offering like a elbow and a princess and, you know, all these other things. If it's not something that you're really gonna feel good about, it's just not worth it.
Definitely.
And Natalie was just saying, she's like, interesting watching these two people with these two massive collections. Like,
I know, I'm like, oh, you're offering 5 of these amazing plants?
like, it's really difficult. And the thing is that if a trade doesn't work out, it's always a little scary because you don't want to offend the other person, especially because this is someone that I really like. Yeah, she's typing. I think she's probably also gonna call it off. It's just hard because these big risk trades are just like, you just really don't want to
not to offend.
Yeah, you don't want to offend the other person at all. Hello, are you ready to see what we got? Bag of Miken's cuttings, and in return, I got this super duper funky Crimson Queen, jagged and rough. I really appreciate it a lot actually. And this is what it looks like. And as you can see, like, the leaves are so like rough. Also, like all of the stems are growing, like it's throwing hands heckin' everywhere. Like I love how jagged these leaves look so much. That's why I like Hoya undulata and like Hoya clemensorium and everything, because they're so like rough. I really love like rough looking plants. Some of them are just a little damaged, but I love how that looks. I think it's awesome. She was messing around with her string of turtles and some of these strands fell off and she was like, do you want them? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. So I'll see you at home and I'll do a full haul of all of the plants that I traded. We have the final trade, ladies and gentlemen. So I traded Silver a Hoya Rebecca. I'm really excited because she was talking about in one of our Discord calls the other night how hers just like died out of nowhere. And I was like, hey, I have a Hoya Rebecca that I don't really like. So I messaged her and I was like, yo, you want to trade? And she was like, haha, yeah. And I'm really excited because Silver always packages things like really nicely and friendly. So already we got some heckin' ribbon. Oh, I freaking love it when she sends me things. She sends me the cutest stuff. Look at this freaking keychain. It's an A for Ashley. Oh, I'm gonna put this on my freaking purse. I love it. That is really cute. I like that a lot. And I love the little heart ribbon that comes with it. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so we got another Crimson Princess. So actually, I had set up this trade with Silver. This was supposed to get here on Monday. It is currently Wednesday. I love Crimson Princess Hoya. I think that they are so beautiful. The internal variegation is just wonderful. And this one is so nice. Like, look at this specific spot. Oh, I love it so much. Throwing hands everywhere. See, we're throwing hands here and here and here. Oh my God. Ah! Yay, this is so great because I've been really wanting one of these and I can honestly probably pot them up together? Question mark? Cute. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, but there's other things in here. In true Silver fashion, we got a cute little letter. I think this is Hoya Memoria. I'm gonna be very delicate taking this out. I think it's Hoya Memoria. I can't remember. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that this is Hoya Memoria, which is a Hoya that I am in love with so much. It's also got just a couple like splashy spots, which is extra fun. Then we have a Hoya I've been wanting for a while. Like, look at this. She goes through so much effort to make it so cute. Then I got a Hoya Crinkle 8. I'm really glad that these are okay because these were in the mail for almost a week, which is so weird. Here it is, our little Crinkle 8 cutting. That is so freaking exciting. And I sent her a full Hoya Rebecca. So that's what I traded her. Sorry I didn't like get a video of it. Look at the little guys. Look at the little guys, they're so cute. And then something I didn't show you guys, which is so dumb of me, but remember when we were like driving out to go pick up that free plant that I won from the plant fairy group? What it was, a little string of hearts. So yeah, those are all the plants I got over the last 3 days. I literally woke up 3 days ago and I was like, I want new plants, don't want to spend money. Let's do some trades. And we did some heckin' trades. Let's do a full, complete trade haul. And I'll show you every single thing I traded. Definitely most excited about the Ace of Spades, for sure. Oh, I love String of Hearts. All right, let me get all the plants together. All right, you guys aren't even ready for this massive haul. This is within only the span of 3 days, all of these trades that we did. These 2 trades I did locally. Check this out. This is Hoya acuta variegata. It's the inside variegation, so I don't know if there's like a special name for it. The leaves on this plant are just so striking. Like, look at that. Icon. I've been wanting one of these for so long, but they're so expensive everywhere, so I've just been like biding my time until I can trade. And there's quite a few people in town who have these plants, but like tiny ones for trade, and it's just never really worked out, and I'm really glad that I waited to get like a full pot. And I'm really glad that I traded. For this one, I traded a Dark Lord and then also my Paradiso Verde, which I'm very excited because I would way rather have this. It takes up way less space, and I love Hoya way more than I love Philodendron, so. Then the other thing I traded the same girl was the coolest plant in the world. This has been on my actual wish list for so long, and I've never been able to secure the bag because of the fact that it is such a truly expensive Hoya. This is Hoya Pot of Gold, Hoya macrophylla variegata Pot of Gold. And this one in particular is just amazing. In order to trade this with her, I traded her a top cutting of my Burl Marks Fantasy as well as a top cutting of my Philodendron Heteracea variegata in exchange for a rooted stem of her Pot of Gold. We lost a Leca ball, but it's fine. But these 2 Hoyas, I mean, you guys, I love inside variegation. Look at them! They're so cute, I love them. Girl, you know who you are, thank you so much. The next absolutely iconic trade we did this week was this accumulation, which basically this was originally just going to be a Serpens and a Begonia Raja trade. Here is the Hoya Serpens. He do be so small, but he do be very rooted for being so small. The Begonia Raja, which looks like this. It's a very expensive begonia if you wanted to secure one without a trade, so my only way to get this was through a trade, and I adore it so much. I love the colors. I love this. I've wanted one for so long, and all of this came from like a 1-leaf prop that she took, and you can actually see there's a little spot where it's putting out, it's throwing some new begonia hands. I'm just really excited. I love this begonia so much. I love it. She panicked and then included some extra cuttings because she felt bad, which was really nice, but not needed at all. But like, I'll accept them. So I got this little Hoya Rosita, which is a Hoya I have definitely had on my list of ones to keep my eyes out for. And then a Hoya Cipitan Gensis, which is one of my favorite Hoya of all time. I did used to have one, but back when I had it, I really did not know what I was doing with Hoya at all, so it did not last. But super exciting. Amazing trade, and I will definitely be trading more with this gal in the future. Then I think the next most exciting trade is obviously for this Ace of Spades. This is a plant that I bought a very long time ago, actually. I know that might be confusing, but just hear me out. So I bought this online last spring. I sold it to one of my local friends in town, and recently she asked if I wanted to trade back for it. I gave her an Albo Syngonium, but the other day I also just gave her an Albo and a couple other cuttings just for my room, because that's what you do with your friends. You just share with them. So we just kind of like trade plants back and forth, like whatever we feel like. So this isn't technically like an official trade. I had to like stress about setting up or anything because she's one of my best friends. So we traded this back and forth, and I have it now again, and it is just really so beautiful. Like, look at Help Velvet. So beautiful, and these are absolutely just like not financially obtainable for me, and I really have been wanting one to begin with anyways, so I'm just really glad I was able to get it back because I do truly love this anthurium. I'm gonna put him back in his little home. He lives in here with all of his other friends. All right, what's next? Next, I got this Pilea peperomioides, which I've been obsessing over. I traded a girl a bunch of Micans cuttings for this, and she gave it to me in this super heavy pot. Like, this is a very It's so heavy. I wish I could express to you how heavy it is, but it's got the cutest little babies. It's so cute. I'm so happy. This is better than I could have imagined. And look, he's throwing hands, throwing little baby hands on the inside. Then I did this other trade, which was for this Hoya Crimson Princess from a local lady. I also traded her some Hoya cuttings, and this one is throwing hands all over the place. There's the one, there's another, there's another. I love it because we have a full green stem, which I love because I've been really wanting like a normal Hoya carnosa. They have these like perfect lines down the middle of them. Then there's this funky stem, which is like so wild looking. I freaking adore it. Really glad that I traded for this. I love it so much. Then from a local plant fairy group, I won this little string of hearts. Basically, all you had to do to win was post a photo of something that made you really happy. I posted a photo of when I graduated college. It's me and Christopher making mimosas at 7 in the morning during the online graduation ceremony because I graduated during the pandemic. So yeah, she picked me, which was really nice, and I got to win one of my favorite houseplants ever. And that brings us to our last and final trade, which was my trade with one of my heckin' awesome friends, Silver. This is a Hoya Crimson Princess. It looks a little bit different than the other one, and this one is perfect. She actually wrote in her letter that she thought that this one would be perfect for me. I think you guys can tell why. It is truly, absolutely remarkable. I talk often about how I like this type of variegation. Like very specifically, the very white internal variegation is just absolutely my favorite. Then she also sent me Memoria cuttings, which are right here, and then the Crinkle 8 cuttings, which are right here. So you're asking me, Ashley, how do I find people to trade with? How do I even start a trade with someone? Walk me through the process, and I will do just that, okay? Number one, you're gonna wanna plug yourself into some local houseplant groups on Facebook, even if you don't use Facebook, okay? Only reason I'm on Facebook is to connect with my local plant community, and I would never have thought to do this if it weren't for my heckin' BFF, Max. So again, Max, I know I thank you for this all the time, but you're the reason I got to connect with my local plant community, because otherwise I am too scared of Facebook and I would not have done that. Once you've made a connection, you can post on the Facebook, your local Facebook buy, sell, trade. For example, our local group has a local group for just talking and discussing about plants, and then we have a separate group just for buying and selling and trading. You're gonna wanna make a post, let people know that you wanna trade, let them know what you wanna trade, and then post some beautiful plants. Post some beautiful photos as like a tease for the plants that you wanna trade. Usually people will PM you or they will just talk to you in the comment section. If you don't want people to vulture your trades, make sure you say that. No vultures until you pass. And then that's a really good way. So once you start talking to someone about a trade, you want to start negotiating. You always want to be respectful, and you want to make sure that despite the monetary difference that there might be between your plants, that you never make the other person feel like you don't value their plant that you are trying to trade them for. That has happened to me a few times, and it's kind of weird, but you'll feel it in your gut if you feel like a trade isn't right or if something is icky. A bad experience I did have in the past with a trade was that I was offering to trade some decently rare begonias for some pretty common begonias, but I loved them, which is totally fine because trades, you shouldn't necessarily always assign a monetary value to them. However, I was offering to trade like a Julau top cutting or, you know, these pretty darn expensive, hard to obtain begonias. They're very delicate begonias I could get Home Depot whenever they filter through, you know, just because of the fact that I wanted to like give this person something that they wanted. Then this person started being greedier and greedier and greedier, and they wanted me to give them my entire Julau for cuttings of their common begonias. And it was just like, I was honest with them. I just said, I just feel like this trade isn't well-intentioned anymore and I'm just gonna have to back out. And backing out of trades is always uncomfortable, but I promise that you'll feel so much better backing out of a trade that is not good for you than if you were to go through with a trade that really makes you feel kind of icky. Also, it's very important to respect the people who you're trading with. If they don't want to meet at your house, don't force them to meet at your house. I had one time we were gonna do a trade, like a pretty decently rare trade, and they said that the only way they do the trade is if I came to their house, and I am a young woman who does not want to go to a adult man's house, so I backed out of the trade. Really, like the biggest part of a trade is just to be nice to people, meet people, have a good experience with them. I love trading with my friend Olivia. I feel like we always do really wonderful trades together. Trades are great. Try out some trades, post on your Instagram. It's another way I do trades sometimes. I'll be like ISO go in search of specific trade, and then I'll see if people reach out to me, and if no one reaches out to me, I might ask, but I don't ask people who I don't know, because you don't ever want to offend someone with like, can I have a cutting of XYZ? Can I have this? Can I have that? So it's always important to be really, really respectful in every asset of trades. You don't want to offend anyone, and you want to make sure that the trade feels fair. And if a trade doesn't feel fair to you, don't do it. That's funny. The time got away from me and Chris came home, and I definitely thought that someone was in my house, and I was fully ready to just deck whoever that was. If you have any more questions about trades, just leave them in the comment section down below. I did a lot of trades in this video, and you were able to see what I traded for and, you know, what I got in return. So I hope that that helps you kind of understand how to do it. But if it doesn't, you're welcome to ask me more questions in the comment section. But yeah, trades are really simple. I feel like I might be over explaining this, and I don't want you guys to think that I think that you're silly or stupid and that you don't understand how to do a trade, because it's just giving one thing, you know? But me personally, unless I know someone, I never go and Me personally, I never go to someone's house or ever have them come to my house. I always meet them at like a Starbucks, or I met someone at Target the other day. Really just be nice to people, see if they have something you want, maybe you have something they want. As long as it's a plant that you want and love, like technically the trade for this acuta wouldn't technically like be fair, because I traded 2 massive plants and got this decently like small plant, right? In comparison to what I did trade. This is worth so much more to me than what the other 2 plants were worth. So therefore to me, this trade was fair, even though it might not look fair. A lot of you guys are more into philodendron than Hoya, so I can understand why that might be confusing, but especially for this species, I just am so in love with it. I love you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you hit like, subscribe, and tweet me at PlantMeAshley. Follow me on Instagram at PlantMeAshley. I do a lot of fun stuff there. Also, I have a little private community of houseplant friends on my membership. If you join my membership, you get access to the Discord. Super duper fun. We have 80 members there, and we do game nights, and we do fun stuff. We do plant trades. It's gonna be summer soon, so we're gonna do some plant trades. If you need some plant friends, come heck and join. Come hang out in the membership circle. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I got merch, I got stuff, I got plants. Thank you so much for the support on yesterday's video. I was really nervous to post it because I know that, I don't know, taking hot takes like that and saying that like no-buys are toxic or this or that, you know what I mean? I'm just always nervous about people just like blowing up at me in the comments, but it was overwhelmingly positive support. So now have a good night. Go hug your plants. Go water the plant you forgot to water. I know that you have one of those. So all right, bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.